name is Ashley Lautan, and I joined Ria's Tokyo trip for 2019. So, the first picture. Wait. Okay, so the first picture is the first meal we had in Tokyo, which was the curry. I took this picture because it was good. It was really good. It's just a lot. Then, so we were walking around the neighborhoods to get to I think our first workshop. And I just like how in Tokyo, every single neighborhood, if you take a picture just randomly, it will always look good, which is something that you can't get in Jakarta. So this was at the temple, which I found it was really really nice there because I like the architecture and it's like everything in Japan seems to pop when you take pictures. And I used an app to take these pictures called Fuji, which makes everything look like more intense, the more vibrant, I guess. So there were lots of pigeons in the temple, and they were really friendly. They would come close to you, which is kind of interesting because you don't really get that here either. This pigeon tried to steal food from me when I had nothing. So. This was still at the temple. It was like a shrine kind of thing. Like I said, anything you take a picture of in Japan, it will always look nice. Like this one too. It's just a vending machine that I thought was cool. And it already looks nice to me, so I took a picture of it. And then here was our ramen, our first ramen in Japan. So it was a bit salty, but it was still good, which is why I took a picture of it. Something I liked was that we could not decide what to order, so everybody just shared the food. Oh yeah, and then we went to Shibuya, and I'm a BTS fan, and they had a pop-up store, but I couldn't get in, so I just took a picture of the front of the shop instead. And then we had okonomiyaki for the first time. Well, for me, it was the first time. It was an interesting experience to see them cook it, and I've always heard that it was a really famous dish in Japan, so I decided it would be fun to try it, and it was actually pretty good. And then I think I was proudest of this one, which is the Bento. It was really fun, so thank you guys for bringing us there. We had a ferry ride, and we got to see this, what do you call it? It's like a Ferris wheel, yeah. And at 7:45 p.m., they would have a light show with it, and we got to watch that during our ride. Oh, and then we went to the One Piece exhibition at Tokyo Tower. I included a quote by one of the characters that I know, which was Zoro's. I happened to order a burger that was themed after him at the same place, which was green. So, but it was really good. So it was surprising to me because I've never really had a burger that was themed after a character. So I got to try that in Tokyo. Then we went to Tokyo Skytree, and I remember we were walking to find Andrea's squid snacks.
Oh yeah.
And I took this picture on the way there because it just looked nice. And then we had pasta also at, I think it was Tokyo Skytree, which is our first pasta of Japan. And I think all pasta in Japan is just nice, so it was really good there. And then we went to Disney Sea. I didn't take too many photos inside Disney Sea because it was too cold to have your hands out. So I just took a picture at the front of the station. This was taken during our smartphone photography workshop because I remember I just like how it looks with the trees, with the buildings, and the sky was a bit cloudy, but it was still nice. This one was also smartphone photography. It was like this bamboo place that I think I've been there before. So it was nice to go there again. We saw this building on the way, which was really interesting to me because it looked like a capsule hotel. I've never really seen anything like this in Indonesia, so I took a picture of it. This one too. I just liked how there was like one single red tree among others, so I took a picture of it. And then we had Shake Shack, which is probably one of the best things I've had on the trip. We had it twice. It was just really good, and I remember how we would kind of feed the pigeons and the crows because they were asking for food. I included this quote by BTS. It says, "Perhaps the reason this night looks so beautiful is not because of these stars or the lights, but us." Because, I mean, our group was pretty fun. We made the trip really fun, so thanks, guys. This is a picture I took on I think one of the last days. I was after smartphone photography. It was like we sat outside when we ate Shake Shack, so I took this picture. And I think that is the end. Yeah, it is. Okay, thank you.